next up we have Mr. Keith. He teaches AP US History, as many of you guys juniors know now. And we have, and he also teaches Ivy History of Americas, and I'll hand it off to him.
Good afternoon, students, staff, parents, and Principal Williams. I'm here to talk to you today about exercise and fitness and the brain. I'm an ACE certified personal trainer, and I've trained diverse clients over the years. I've trained teachers and students of all ages, and I have a passion for exercise and fitness and nutrition. One of the big issues confronting us today is childhood obesity. Why should you care about childhood obesity? Obesity rates have tripled since 1980, going from 6.5% to 19.6%. If both of your parents are obese, your chances of being obese are increased by 60 to 70%. If you are obese, you have many other risk factors, including problems with your joints, arteries, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, gallbladder disease, and asthma. So you have a lot of risk factors that are going to be increased if you have childhood obesity. Recent research into exercise in the brain have discovered the following. The brain, like all muscles and organs, is a tissue, and its function declines with underuse and age. Beginning in our late 20s, most of us will lose about 1% annually of the volume of a hippocampus, a key portion of the brain related to memory and certain types of learning. Exercise, though, seems to slow or reverse the brain's physical decay, much as it does with muscles. Although scientists thought until recently that humans were born with a certain number of brain cells and would never regenerate more, they now know better. In the 1990s, using a technique that marks newborn cells, researchers determined during autopsies that adult human brains contain quite a few new neurons. Fresh cells were especially prevalent in the hippocampus, indicating that neurogenesis, or the creation of new brain cells, was primarily occurring there. Even more heartening, scientists found that exercise jumpstarts neurogenesis. Mice and rats that ran for a few weeks generally had about twice as many new neurons in their hippocampi as sedentary animals. Their brains, like muscles, were bulking up. So this is very encouraging. The study was done very recently, just this year. This was published in the New York Times. When I was little, I used to play a lot of sports. A lot of kids don't play sports today. The participation in sports has really declined over the last 20 to 30 years, unfortunately. But I used to play a Little League baseball. I followed my older brothers in the baseball and football. And some of my fondest memories were playing baseball and then going out for ice cream after the game was over, whether or not we won or lost. Okay, so sometimes I couldn't wait to get the game over to go get some ice cream. As I grew up, as I grew older, I continued to participate in sports, and eventually, during my freshman year, I went out for the football team. At that time, I injured my ankle, and while I was not playing football, I became interested in working out with weights. And it's at that time that I became hooked on weight training, bodybuilding. At first, I lacked the confidence to go into a gym. Gyms were very, very intimidating. A lot of guys that were very good shape. They seemed to know what they were doing. They were a lot bigger than I was. Some people were slapping each other in the face before they did a lift. Guys were looking in the mirror at themselves and maybe before their sets, so it was kind of a strange place. Okay? But eventually I got the courage to go up to one of the stronger guys in the gym and ask him questions about working out. And he did tell me a few things about working out. One of my goals that I was initially interested in achieving was increasing my bench press. At first I wanted to be able to bench press 225 pounds. I accomplished that pretty easily, but then I wanted to bench press 300 pounds, and that was a much more difficult goal. I received a lot of advice from a lot of the guys in the gym as to how I should do that, including bringing the bar down and bouncing it off my chest in the bottom position. That didn't work out too well. With a bruised sternum for the next 3 or 4 weeks. Lifting my hips above the bench as I was doing a bench press, that was not very good for your back, I found out later. That's why I'm still using chiropractic today, probably. But I received some advice that was good, and other advice that was not so good. From the gentleman that was a New York State powerlifting champion, he told me that when I brought the weight down, I should do a lat spread, and then press the weight back to my to the start position. This was very good advice. It did help, and I did increase my bench press eventually, and I achieved my goal. Sometimes you may have also encountered some obstacles in achieving your goals. In a class, you may have wanted to get an A, but you weren't quite there yet. And you've asked your friends or your parents or your teachers what you should do in order to get that A. Some of that advice may have been good, some of it may not have been so good. But the main thing is that you were able to take other people's advice and you did not stop trying. So perseverance is the key. It's the key to whether you're working out, want to achieve your goals in fitness, or whether you want to achieve your academic goals. One of the things I'd like to talk to you about now is something called the Freshman 15. Is anybody familiar with the Freshman 15? Yes. What is it? What is the Freshman 15? Yes.
Your freshman year of university, when you have a cafeteria open just about 24 hours a day, you eat everything that you have always wanted to eat. And you gain a minimum of 15 pounds.
Yes. It's a belief that the average college student gains about 15 pounds during their freshman year of college. And there are a number of reasons why that may happen. First of all, you are in a new environment. You're no longer living at home. Being able to eat mom's pasta and other foods that she makes for you, whatever that favorite food happens to be for you. And now you have to make your own food choices of when and what you're going to eat. And for a lot of people, it's a very difficult transition period to make. You have a new schedule as well, so you have that to deal with as well. Sometimes people do not make very good choices as far as what they are eating. And as a result of that, a lot of people end up getting a lot of weight during that freshman year. So it's an important time for you to begin to learn for yourselves how and what to eat. Many people also begin to forget about exercise during that time period too. You have busy schedules, so you're not exercising as much as you were before. A lot of people that may have been playing, team sports in high school, if you're not playing at the college level, then you're no longer as physically active as you once were, and that also tends to promote weight gain. This problem seems to be a bigger problem for women initially, during their college years. And the average weight gain for women tends to be a little bit higher than it is for men. But over the 4 years, women tend to eventually lose the weight that they gained during that first freshman year, whereas men tend to be a lot heavier once they're about ready to graduate. So what can you do to avoid the freshman 15? Well, there are a number of things that you can do. First of all, make good, healthy food choices. When you go to the cafeteria, to college, oftentimes they have different sections, different areas where you can make food choices. And make sure that you are picking from those areas that don't have food that's very high in fat. Try to eat more vegetables, fruits.
Please report to room 401. Isaac Farnsworth, please report to room 401.
And try to stay away from those foods that are high in fat and sugar as well. So the main thing is that you begin to learn how to what to eat for yourself, and to make sure that you try to maintain your weight by making good food choices. Check into an exercise program at your college as well. Sometimes they have various programs, a fitness center, maybe on your campus, that you can where you can work out. They also have intramural sports, a lot of college campuses as well. And some of them have dietitians and nutritionists that will also help you once you're on a diet, once you're on a college campus, to help you with your nutritional needs. So these are some things some suggestions I would make for you once you are in that environment to help avoid the freshman 15. I'd like to conclude by talking about something that you can do whether you're sitting at your computer or at your desk and you begin to get tired and you're sitting at your neck muscles begin to tense up on you. It's a very simple exercise that is going to demonstrate it for you right now, just so you can help to ease the tension when you're studying, which inevitably happens when you are working long hours at a computer. Sometimes your neck gets very stiff. Just take your fist, put it on your forehead, take the other hand, and press your head into your fist, and hold that for 30 seconds or so. It helps to release the tension in your neck. Okay, by doing so. Are you pushing hard enough? Okay. I would like to thank you for inviting me here today to talk to you guys about exercise and fitness, nutrition, and I wish you all luck when you do go out to college and you are in that environment. Make good choices, try to exercise and eat healthy.